It's Margaret back again from M.E.s Orchids, and I'm in the kitchen, and the reason I wanted to bring you back tonight, I'm just trying to get the right angle, is to explain that I'm a little bit worried about these dendrobiums that are outside. And the reason I'm a little bit worried is because these are under the a row of berberis. Now the berberis are beautiful, they give out some lovely orange flowers, and then these orange flowers are followed by the fruit, and that is little berries. They start off green like that and then they turn black, and these leaves here are lethal. If anybody's ever got a berberis leaf, it really sticks and hurts your fingers. And now the blackbirds love these. Once they start to go ripe, these little black ones, the blackbirds, I don't know where they come from. They absolutely adore it. And then of course what do? They poop. And they poop and it stains everywhere. I can't believe how much stain it produces. And I'm thinking, oh well, that's just what I need now, is black, navy blue, whatever colour it comes out as, staining on the leaves of this dendrobium. So this one I've got here is Dendrobium Gatton sunray. And now which pot? Oh, I've had a potted in this one. This big pot here. Let me see how big it is. And that's far too over potted. So if we'll just look at this root system now. You see, these are the old roots here. And she's got new growing tips. And there's one there, just holding on for grim death. And there's one there, 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 there. She's got quite a few. She's got them in there. And this is the old medium when it arrived from Curleen Orchidine. And it's got one or two big chunks, and you can see there. So I didn't really want to disturb it, but when I just thought about it tonight, I thought, no, I'm going to have a look at the roots on this one. And because I believed that she was overpotted, and she is. And one of the traits that dendrobiums do, and a bit like the cattleyas, is they will just abort these old roots. So I'm just going to actually let these roots drop on this worktop. I've sterilised these scissors, and I just want to actually get her into a smaller pot. Dendrobiums, for whatever reason, do not like to be overpotted. So if I gently pull some of these roots, some of them might still be viable, and that's what I'm just trying to have a look for. But some of them are not. And at some point they will abort them. Let's have a look if that's attached to anything. This one isn't, so I'm going to nip this one off. And let's have a look at these old ones here that seem to be bunched together. Can you see those? Now that's going to have to come off. Here we go. There we go. And by cutting them off, which they're only going to be aborted anyway, you see that one has just there, it'll allow these other roots. I'm going to just cut that back to a little bit of green. Maybe there's not enough green yet. Let's have a look. I think that's alright now. It'll allow some of these new roots now to take hold into the lava rock that I'm wanting to plant her up in again. So let's just have a look. And when I take all these roots off now, see, I thought I could save that, but look at that. And there's a break there, so it's going to come off. Let's have a look. And they're better off now. Better to get rid of them now. I try and do it where there's... See, it's flying off everywhere. And you can't always do it when they first arrive because you're anxious to get them into your environment. And I've had these before from Curly and Orchidine, and if you mess with the roots too much, the plant doesn't like it. But what can you do? It's flowered now, it's not going to flower again this time. So before I pot it up, I wanted to check these roots, and experience has taught me now that I don't have to be frightened. I used to be absolutely petrified of touching the roots, thinking I'm doing the wrong thing and what's going to happen if I cut the roots and I cut the wrong ones. But as you get more confident, you know which roots that need to come off and the ones that can stay on. Let's see if that will bring that out now. There we go. Sorry, I keep knocking the cap of the lens. Let's just have a look if there's anything under that piece of bark. I've got to be careful here because that root, this white root here, is this growing tip here. Now that's no good there, so I can nip that one off. But this one here, there we go. That's alright. That's come off, and I can take it a little bit further back there. Let's have a look here. When I started watching YouTube, I used to be absolutely amazed at the patience people had when they were doing potting videos or repotting videos. But you do have to take your time. And try and not damage those root tips. And we all accidentally, now and again, damage them. And we curse. See, now I've got a new growth there. Can you see that new growth? See, there's this big root here. And although it's not papery, it's not a brilliant root. And that one I can have just take the tip of that one. Let's just turn her over now and see what we've got around here. Some of this old medium might just, I'm not so sure. I'm going to say it might just fall away, but I'm not so sure. Let's see if That's come away now. That's come away. See, there's a cluster of roots here, and there we go. See if we can see anything in here. There we go. Now that one, you see, that's got a, although it's maybe a little bit damaged there, it has got a growing tip. Now this one hasn't. So I'm going to take that one back down to there. And I think that green, you can see the green, I think that's a consequence of the cane I had in it. Now look at that, you see. That's a side branch coming out of that one. So it is capable of sending little side branches out. So I'm not going to cut too deep. Just enough to enable these new roots to get down into the medium. And let's have a look at that one. So when I've done all this now, that pot I'd got it in is going to be far too big. Let's just have a look about this little cluster of roots I've got here. See if I can just release any of these. Got to be careful because you see there's roots there that are coming out that are still very active, and yet they're surrounded by some of these dead ones. Let's just see, what's this one like. Shell curse of a cut one. We've got this nice warm weather here in England. Sorry about that, it's the bark that's just falling off. We've got this nice warm weather here in England for the next week, and have a look at that. And what I don't want to happen is that these berries ripen on the berberis and all the birds flock in and take the berries. I don't mind the birds taking the berries, but I don't want them to have all the staining all over the orchids. And let's just have a look how we're doing here. There's a little bit of sphagnum moss there, I don't know where that's come from. So let's just have a look. See, that's some of the old bark. And so I'm not going to be able to get any of that off. There's a new green little root tip coming there. Now that was lucky, wasn't it, when I was cutting these roots off. that I didn't actually cut that. So that's, there it is, just there. Right. I don't think I'm going to do any more on that now, because what roots there are, they should be fine. Right, so let me have a look at the time running. So there we are. Now that doesn't look particularly good, does it? Or that one. Or that one. But that one runs all the way down to there. And it's got, has it got a break there? Let's have a look. I don't think it's got a break in there. So I'm going to leave that well alone. I'm just going to try and cut this little end here. And sorry. There we go. Right, so let's have a look at it now. She's got a new growth there. Now that one, if you remember that one there, when it first came, it didn't actually develop into anything. It's an eye that's waiting, and that's another eye that's waiting, that one there. And so we've got two eyes there waiting. Let's just have a look if I can lift any of this sheath back here. See if we can release that eye. But that eye to me looks brown. It doesn't look as though it's a viable eye. But then it's sent up. It's sent up that new growth there. So let's have a look now which pot I'm going to put her in, because that other's too big. Now, she's capable of going in there, but I'd have to squeeze her in. I really would have to squeeze her in there. And I don't really want to squeeze her in, because I want it to be able to stay in this pot now. Without me disturbing it. So I'm going to plump for this. Is that better than this one? I don't know. I don't think there is actually much difference. When you put them like this, and you see, there isn't much difference at all. So I'm going to go with this one. It's got a big hole at the bottom, and I've just put a little bit of that net in there to stop it falling through. I've got a cane here, but I'll see whether I can put her up without actually putting that cane in there. Now let's just see. So I'm going to put her towards the back of the pot, and this lava rock here, I'm just going to gently pot it up in this now, slightly tilting so this new growth can come. Maybe I'll give you focus. Slightly tilting it so this new growth can come up this way. And if I bring this back over here and try and not get some of this berberis in my fingers, I should be alright. As I explained to you, they do like the lava rock, the dendrobiums do, and it's a good medium because it doesn't break down, of course, and it's expensive, but once you've bought it, then it's going to last for years and years and years. Down there. I'm just going to put this cane in here, just to give me just something. That's it. Just something for that. So it doesn't actually move too far until I can just anchor in with some more lava rock. See, that's what I mean about the bark. See, it's starting to break down. And if I could get some of this bark off here, that's on these roots, if I could get that off now, I would do. But because there are growing roots attached, actually I can just snip that one off. There we go. Because there's growing roots attached, I can't take the chance. I don't want to break those roots. So eventually the bark will break down. And but at that time, hopefully, it will have, there we go, it will have developed those new roots, and the ones that the bark are on will probably be no longer viable. I've got bark on the floor, I've got lava rock on the floor, so it's a painstaking job, but if we don't do it, then we wish we had done. And I just potted it up in this lava rock when I first had it, because I didn't want to disturb those roots, because of course this one was in spike and had two lovely buds. But now I think it's the time, and I've got the others, all the other dendrobiums here, and each one of those I'm going to check now. Get all those little bits of berberis out, and then probably put them upstairs into the grow room. I'd love to be able to keep them out all summer. Now where the cymbidium is, of course that's under and between three big shrubs, and where these dendrobiums are, excuse me, there isn't the same protection, and I'm so frightened. Well, already some of the leaves, when I show you on another update, some of the leaves, they're not damaged, but they've changed colour. So I don't want to take a chance. that they will be scorched beyond repair. There we go. And I know I've got the umbrella, but what that means is you've got to keep chasing the sun round, you've got to keep moving the umbrella. And of course I'm at work 4 days a week, and Keith's very good, but you can't clock watch all the time thinking, oh, that's another half an hour. Has the sun moved a little bit further? Right, so I will tie her just back a little bit after with this cane, and just get her nice and secure in that pot. And then I'm going to just got a little tiny, check her over now, and she'll be fine. She'll go up in the grow room. So thank you for joining me again. I just have to watch one of the other ones that I pulled in, got a snail in it. So it's been quite a lengthy video, and I do apologise, but at the end of the day, if a job's worth doing, you've got to do it well. And take care, and thank you for bearing with me, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye now.